Welcome to Brainish English Stories.
Writing that letter was very important for Lady Lonswell. She did not want to be unkind. In fact, now that she had what she wanted, she felt a little sorry for the girl whose heart she had broken. Lord Chandos would have stayed with the girl he first loved, but his mother made him change. She knew this. She knew that she had broken the girl's heart. Writing the letter was the last hard thing she had to do. After this, everything would be finished, and the future would look bright. Lady Lonswell picked up a beautiful pen. She had soft white paper with her family sign on it. Every little thing she had showed how rich and important she was. She knew these things would also make the girl feel small and sad. She thought carefully about every word in the letter. Maybe someone would read it in the future, so she wanted it to look fair and calm. She had learned the girl's name, Leone, and she began, "Dear Miss Noel, my son asked me to write to you. He thinks, and I also think, that it is better if we talk about this matter. I am happy to tell you that my son has now changed his mind. After many months of foolish thinking, he is thinking clearly again. Now he wants to stop all contact with you. He says it was a big mistake. He blames only himself and says you are not at fault. I say the same. Now that my son is thinking clearly, he sees that marrying you is not possible. He is sorry that he made you a promise. He asks you to forgive him for breaking that promise, but he believes it is the best and smartest choice for his life. Your family, your education, your behavior, and even your looks are not right for the wife of a man like my son. So, you must understand that this relationship is finished. It was just a silly mistake of a young man. You are not to blame. My son wants to give you something to make up for this. I have asked Mr. Sewell, my lawyer, to give you £1,000 every year. Also, if you ever have money problems, I will be happy to help you. One more thing. Lord Chandos is now going to marry one of the richest women in England. This makes his father and me very happy. This marriage will give him a great future, and he will be very happy. I hope you will be smart and not try to come near my son or the lady he now loves. You do not need to write back. Lord Chandos does not want to get any letters. If you send one, he will not get it. We are traveling and will stay away until the wedding day. To finish, I want to say I hope you can understand this. You are a farmer's niece. You should not try to become the wife of a rich and important man. You are lucky that something worse did not happen. Lucia, Countess of Lonswell. After folding the letter, Lady Lonswell said, "This will stop her. If she has as much pride as I think, the part about vulgar intrusion will make sure she does not write to him. This will end everything." She closed the letter and sent it. She also sent a letter to her lawyer, Mr. Sewell. She told him about the happy news and asked him to take care of everything with the girl. If £1,000 a year is not enough for her, give her 2,000. Give her anything, but we must be free of her. I think she should leave her home quickly. Tell her to go to another country, or move away, or do something so she won't bother us again. And don't write to me about her. I do not want to hear about it. Just take care of everything yourself. I don't want to know more. She sent this letter too, and then she sat back with a big sigh of relief. Thank goodness, she said to herself. It is over now. Ah, what hard things mothers must do for their sons. But not many sons are as obedient as mine. A few days later, the Countess went to speak to her son. She did not really know what had happened, but she believed what she said was true. Lance, she said, I have good news for you. That small problem of yours is all finished. We do not need to talk about it again. The girl has agreed to take the money, £1,000 a year, and she is happy and okay now. He looked at her with tired, sad eyes. Happy and okay, mother? He asked. Are you really sure? As sure as I am that you, Lance, are one of the luckiest men in the world. Now listen to me. Let's not talk about this any more. I'm tired of it, and I'm sure you are too. From now on, try to be happy with Lady Marian and forget the past. But did he forget? No one ever knew. His eyes did not shine the same way. His face no longer looked open and cheerful. His laugh did not sound the same. From that day, he was a different man. Did he still think about the beautiful young girl whose heart and soul he had awakened with love? Did he remember the river and the sound of the water and the sad lines that Leon had once said? The vows are all forgotten, the ring asunder broke. Oh, how true her feelings had been! The promise was forgotten, the ring was broken, and the sweet love story had ended. He never asked his mother anything about Leon. He felt afraid every time letters came from England. He never wanted to think about her, what she had done after the letter, what she had felt or said. He was not happy. Even though the Countess of Lonswell was proud, cold, and only cared about money and high status, sometimes she felt sad for her son. He had such a young face, but there was now a line on his smooth forehead. There was a shadow in his once bright eyes. The music was gone from his voice. Marian will make him happy again, said his proud, worried, and unhappy mother. Everything will be fine once they are married. Lady Marian was kind and never asked for much, but even she felt that Lord Chandos was not a very loving fiancé. He was always polite, respectful, and nice, but he almost never spoke about love. After that night at the Alhambra, he never kissed her again. He never tried to be alone with her. She had many men who wanted to marry her because she was very beautiful and very rich, but none of them had been so cool and distant as Lord Chandos. Lady Lonswell planned everything very well. She was so good at organizing things that she could have ruled a great country. She said the wedding should happen in September, and they should travel until then. "It will be different from the usual way," she said. "Most people get married in England and then go to Europe for their honeymoon. But you will get married in Europe and go to England for your honeymoon." This was a small disappointment for Lady Marian. Like many girls, she had dreamed about her wedding. She had always imagined it in the old family church at Erskine, where many great people from her family were buried. She had dreamed of a long group of pretty bridesmaids and many happy children throwing flowers. Now everything would be different. Still, she was happy. She was going to marry the man she loved more than anyone or anything else in the world. She often wondered why the Countess wanted the wedding to happen in Paris. One day she finally asked. Lady Lonswell kissed her and said that it was better for Lord Chandos. That answer was enough for Marian. If it was better for him, that was all she needed to know. She did not ask more. She was ready to give up any wish or dream of her own for him. The day of the wedding finally came. It was a big and grand event. Many rich and important English people in Paris came to see it. Everything was just how Lady Lonswell wanted it. There had never been a more beautiful and graceful bride. There had never been a more handsome and brave groom. Everything looked perfect. But one thing made Lady Lonswell feel pain. It was something she remembered very clearly from that day. When the bride left to change her beautiful wedding dress and put on her travel clothes, Lady Lonswell saw how pale and sick her son looked. He had always been a man who did not drink much. She could not remember even one time when he had drunk too much. But now she saw him walk to the drinks table. He poured a small glass of strong brandy and drank it. Even after drinking the strong brandy, his face stayed pale. It did not make him look any better. Then he came to talk to her. She looked at him with worry. "Lance," she said, "I don't like to ask you this, but did you really drink brandy?" She never forgot the sad laugh that came from his mouth. "Yes, mother, I did," he said. "If there had been a glass of poison instead, I would have drunk that too." She felt afraid when she heard those words. And it must be said, those were not good words to hear on a wedding day. The bride and groom left in their carriage. People threw rice and old shoes after them for good luck. But the sad thing is this: every woman who believes in a man's promises and love should have been there to see what really happened and how those promises were broken.